This is one J Money here, bringing you guys a top 5 video. That's right, top 5 cheap decks to pick up now. As you guys clearly tell, based on my surroundings, I'm at work. So I got this hat backwards and logos and all that good stuff. Not showing because I don't want to get fired for no reason, because the internet. So anyway, with that being said, it's past August 24th. So since you guys have still been so good to me in the past couple months, I'm still going to be giving away 2 free Mega 10s. J10, you say 10 to 2 lucky people. You still have to be subscribed to the channel, and you still have to comment Mega 10s down below, and I will give them away when I hit 1,000 because I'm pretty damn close. So anyway, with that being said, I want to go ahead and start off by saying that this is a great time to play Yu-Gi-Oh! The format is not been as dice roll as it has been, and it's not only thanks to the release of Cybernetic Horizon, but it's also thanks to Shadows and Valhalla making a deck like Invoke cheaper for pickup and all the good stuff. Gokis have slowly being power creeped out of the game because you got decks like Cyber Dragons, decks like Crusade is just shitting all over them. Now you got Invoke shitting all over them. The new Link Monster has been a real blessing to that deck as well. But anyway, these are 5 decks that I believe that you should pick up now while they're still cheap, before anything happens like a ban list or Soul Fusion, X and Y. So I have 2 honorable mentions though. Honorable mention number 1, Mermail. Mermail is an honorable mention. It is a great going second option, and it's got everything going for it except for one thing. There's just one thing that is holding this deck back, and that's Trickstar Reincarnation. That card is so crippling to that deck. If you reveal your Megalo, discard 2 cards for a cost, and a Reincarnation gets flipped over, that is incredibly devastating. That card is the bane of Mermail's ability to be competitive. It's like, who is going to feel safe taking Mermails to regional as long as Trickstar Reincarnation in the deck is still very prevalent? Now, that's the reason why it's an honorable mention, because of unknown variables regarding the ban list. Because we don't know how hard they're going to get hit. But if they get hit hard enough to the point to where people are dissuaded from playing Trickstars, that can pave the way for Mermails to be great again. Every pun intended on that. So, honorable mention number 2. Zombies. That's right. Zombies have been rearing their ugly head in the regional scene for the past couple weeks. Extra Link Zombies are a real fucking deck. That's right. Being able to resolve a Battle Lord to shut down your opponent's hand traps, being able to have like 4 or 5 different spots to gamma your opponent's hand traps and punish them for it is really, really solid and all that good stuff. So if Gokis get hit hard enough by the ban list, that might be the next Extra Link deck to look out for, because it's already doing incredibly well, being able to make Cypher Lord Omega, gumblaring your opponent for 4 cards out of hand, having a Tri-Gate Wizard, and all that good stuff. They have a lot of stuff going for them because they're zombies. Zombies, we all know what they do. They just recur themselves, and they amass a ton of graveyards set up and get going. The Vendread package just helps facilitate that because of all the card advantage you're getting when you link them off. But that's the reason why it's an honorable mention, is because we don't know what's going to happen with the ban list regarding Firewall. I hope Firewall doesn't get hit, because it allows decks like that to actually do stuff, you know. It allows zombies to actually be really, really fucking good. It allows decks like ninjas to actually do something. And that's what I like. I like Firewall enabling these other obscure decks that just come out of left field and just be a part of the meta and or a part of the rogue. status. I like that. So, aside that, let's start with the real list. Number 5, we have World Chalice. That's right, World Chalice. The reason why I have it at number 5 though is because of, one, the skill gap it takes to pilot that deck on a competitive level. It is a rogue deck still, and it doesn't have necessarily the ultra consistency that Gokis do, because all you have to do is just summon 2 warriors, but we all know that how linear that deck really is in the combo strings. Meanwhile, with this deck, the reason why I put this at number 5 is actually on this list. If you looked at the Megaton confirmations, you have Lee in there, you have Ningirsu in there. Those were already kind of cheap, but now they're going to be even cheaper and more affordable. But the barrier to entry is still kind of up there, because you have to play Firewall, you have to play Saryuja, and just recently we have Summon Sorceress starting to be a staple. But with the introduction of Summon Sorceress, I also indirectly introduced another staple, being what's it called? Genex Undyne. 3 more starters the deck didn't have originally. Oh wait, all right, I'm back, guys. So anyway, as I was saying, Genex Undyne, just 3 more starters that we originally did not have. So the deck has got a lot more consistent since then, thanks to this guy. And I think Phoenix Claire actually played this combo. Some subscriber of mine actually brought up that at one of his videos, I believe. I never saw it, so kudos to that guy for mentioning that to me exactly. So and all the good stuff. But anyway, the deck is still incredibly strong. Being able to just still draw an immense amount of cards and dig through the deck super deep before you draw 3 off Ningirsu, and maybe even on top of that make Saryuja and dig even deeper, you're going to get to nearly anything you want to get to. Not only that, but being able to play an affordable Gamma Steel now, because remember, Gamma Steel did get a reprint in Battles of Legend. Battles of Legend made Gamma Steel $5 for a secret rare. That's good. So $6 for a Walking Solemn Judgment package, that's amazing. Not only that, but Archroy Christia is also one hell of a card that just wins games by itself, staying alone. At the same time, combine Archroy Christia with a Tri-Gate negate, you just won the duel. But again, the skill gap it takes to pilot that deck. Keep in mind. Number 4, Cyber Dragons. That's right, Cyber Dragons. That has also been a deck that is rearing its ugly head in the competitive series, competitive circuit, whatever you want to call it, regionals. It got first place. There's a couple of other Cyber Dragon lists online that has just really just been showing up. That is, it's just another going second strategy that is viable. Making Gokis less and less viable. And all that greatness. Not only that, but a card like Rampage Dragon being able to nuke 2 to 4 back row is also really good against a deck like Sky Strikers. Being a big hindrance on that strategy. And if you're playing Kaijus, you're shutting down Sky Striker strategies anyway. Playing Rampage Dragon to ensure that all Widowmakers are gone before you enter the battle phase, you just won the duel. Cyber Dragons have gotten a nice boost of consistency with cards like Cyber Emergency, Repair Plant Hurts, the new addition to Zeger to enable more options in regards to OTKs. You have a nice little disruption card in the form of Cybernetic Overflow. Very, very powerful trap card. So that can now easily go first as easily as it can go second. As long as you're prepared to go first. As long as you're prepared for your opponent to make you go first, you should be good to go. Barrier to entry with that deck, you have emergencies, which are anywhere from $10 to $15, depending on if you can get a good deal. Cyber Dragon Hertz is about $6, and Zeger, you really only need 1 Zeger, and that's about $9, $10. Aside from that, everything else, they're cheap. Nice cheap deck. I recommend picking that up. Not only that, but you're getting support in the future on the form of Legendary Duelist 2. Yes, that one. The one with all the Blue Eye support and all that. You got more Cyber Dragon stuff in there. Hopefully Nashor will go in there, because that's a V-Jump promo, so we don't know when we will get that card. Hopefully it's not a patchwork, and we, wait 2 years and we still don't have it. So, there's that. Now, number 3. Crusadia. What? Crusadia? That's right, I say Crusadia. That deck has really been showing up more and more as time goes by. People really underestimated the deck at first, but now it's really starting to show just how strong that deck really is and how easy it is to put over 8,000 damage on board just with the Equimax. And just how easily it can play through 2 to 3 hand traps. Because all you need to do is just establish one Equimax and you essentially just won that duel. Being able to splash 6 to 7 Kaijus in your deck, and then on top of that, some of the builds are also playing Mech Knights in their deck, which is also incredible because you're already going to stack you're going to stack the columns anyway, boy, because when you Kaiju, you want a Kaiju in Zone 2 or Zone 4 for Equimax, right? And you put Magius on the board, that link 1. So you now have 2 zones right there for you to drop a, what's it called? You're free to drop any Mech Knight and search and all that good stuff. Not only that, but let's say you do establish your Equimax and all that, you can go ahead and drop your Indo Eclipse. Attack with the Indo Eclipse, then use his effect and move it to one of Equimax's zones to further boost the Equimax before he declares his attack. That is incredibly strong. All the Mech Knights are very beefy. Not only that, but the Mech Knights Blue Sky Nightfall, they're getting Megaton reprints. So that's going to make the deck even cheaper. If you weren't even going to opt to play Mech Knights, you were going to pay literally $40 for the entire deck. $30 on a set of Equimax if you're even playing a playset. Plus, like, the rest of the deck. Easy. Dirt cheap. So, with that being said, Crusadia, definitely a deck you want to look out for. Do not underestimate that deck. Pick that deck up while it's still cheap. And all that good stuff. And you'll thank me later. Number 2. For hire. That's right, I said for hire. Now, it's not the cheapest thing on this list because Beat and Mayhem for hire are short printed in Dark Saviors. And, that might increase the barrier to entry regarding that deck. But the reason why I put it in number 2, have you seen the Link Monster? That's a double helix. As Al Simo said perfectly, you give any deck a double helix and it'll probably be good. That is a double helix on crack. You're summoning it for hire from the deck, and when something on your opponent's board gets destroyed, you can draw anywhere from 2 to 4 cards. That's insanity. And that alone, I believe, will be just enough to put for hires hard on the tier list. Remember, that Link Monster hits in Soul Fusion. I recommend you picking up for hires now, even though Beat and Mayhem are not the cheapest things in the world. Like, you think the prices are going to stay where they're at right now when they get that Link Monster? No. Beat is probably going to hit like $30. Mayhem might hit 15s. Who knows? We don't know. But all I know is there's no way the prices are going to stay exactly where they are when we get Soul Fusion. That's for sure. So I have faith in For Hire. I have faith that For Hire can be a real deck with that Link Monster, because that is one incredible monster. So, number 1, Altergeist. That should be a given. Altergeist are an incredible deck, and they have been consistently doing better and better and better as time goes on. Not only that, but I personally believe that Altergeist will be one of, if not the best deck after we get a ban list. Have you seen the price of Multifaker right now? It's like $3. That's probably the most expensive card in the entire Altergeist core itself. Marionetters, if you want to get the ultra rares, it's probably like $4. Get your Prime Banshees. Get those. Those might dodge the Megatins. If they dodge the Megatins, and Altergeist are doing good with Banshee, because I'm telling you, Banshee is just too good in that deck not to play. Get your Banshees. Get your Miluziks. Get your Multifakers. Get your Hexias. Even though those got printed Battles Legend. Yeah, get those. That deck is insanely cheap right now for what it can do. The fact that it can play Floodgates and Ponder Dualities, you don't even need Impermanence. I've proved that. I've won a couple of tournaments with Altergeist without Impermanence and without evenly matching the main deck, just because I know I can, because Altergeist is just that strong. What are Trickstar's going to do? Everything in the deck is chainable. What are Goki's doing when I open 2 Floodgates and just win the game off of resolving Floodgates? They can't do anything. Oh, what? Side deck evenly matched game 2? Well, guess what? I have Wiretaps. I have Solemn Judgments. I have Artifact Sanctum to summon Lancia from the deck. Good luck. The deck is incredibly potent, guys. That is a deck not to be taken lightly. So, with that being said, get your red reboots as well. Get your red reboots, guys. Because I do see Altergeist being one of, if not the best deck after a ban list. So guys, those are the 5 decks, cheap decks, right now, as of this moment, to pick up now before they get more expensive in the future, because I believe these are going to be some real contenders after we get a ban list, after we get Soul Fusion, and so on. So thanks so much again, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I really want to hear your thoughts, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing out.